Well, YouTube, here we go. The weather's been nice enough for a while. Nice, bright, sunny day out. Clouds are great. Ground's been cool. So out comes the mini tiller. And I didn't take some before pictures. I've been out here for a couple hours now, just kind of clearing this space out and scraping it out and de-weeding and the whole nine, pulling pavers, pulling stones. And I'm going to go ahead and till this. I got a couple of years worth of ashes from the barbecue pit in here. We'll till it up. I know under there I used it for a bed a couple of years ago. It should be pretty good. And we'll get part of our Three Sisters garden going here. Bed tilled over, and we've got some good old dead leaves in there and lots of ash, and it's amazing. It's just cool and loamy and soft. Is a perfect consistency. But if two is one and three is two, you can never have too much, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some old yard waste, some clippings, and some of my compost. Moving a little far away from me there, you can't hear me. And my compost in here, and we're going to add a little bit of the manure and the broken down compost as well. And then I'm going to till that in on top of that, all right? So let's get that started. Pay attention to what you're shooting there. This stuff is pretty gray and moldy and broken down, so we're just gonna break some of that up and spread that in. That'll give it some nitrogen there. Hold on, some of the good stuff there. There's a lot of still damp manure in here. One of those smells that gardeners just learn to love. All right, so I'm gonna fire up the tiller and work this stuff in as well. Oh, forgot almost one important part of the puzzle. All this stuff is pretty dense, pretty heavy, and there's still some clay in the soil. So I need to add some peat moss to keep it a little lighter and have it hold moisture a little better. All right, that ought to do it. And I'm going to fire up the tiller here, and we'll get back to you in about 10-15 minutes. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, we have tilled and amended and composted and retilled again and peat mossed And now we're getting to the nitty gritty here. This is going to be my experimental Three Sisters bed. And the Three Sisters is a method used by the Indians when they planted corn, beans, and squash. And the theory is that these three plants work together well. Watch what you're shooting. That these three plants work together well. The corn, which feeds and needs a lot of nitrogen, is pulling nitrogen from the beans. The beans actually put nitrogen in the soil as they grow. And what the corn does for the beans is the corn provides a trellis for the beans to grow up. And the squash, which goes into the little mounds in between the big hills, as that grows and vines out, it acts as a ground cover and a mulch to kind of keep moisture and heat inside the mound and keep the corn and the beans covered and fed well from drying out and from dying early. So all three of those are supposed to work together. They're supposed to work together in this method. I've stayed as true to the original stories that I've heard as I possibly could. And here's where it gets a little bit quirky. One of the things that the Indians believed is that for the earth to give to you, you have to give back to the earth. They believed that if the earth gave to you, you needed to give to the earth. So one of the things the earth would give to us is fish. And you should give of your fish back to the earth. So this is a fish, actually all of these are fish that I caught last season, have been in my freezer last year. So what we're supposed to do at this point, down here on the ground, is we're supposed to dig deep into the mound. Deep into the mound and give this fish back to the earth. There we go. All right, that's in there. Now, for those of you that are thinking that's a little quirky and a little superstitious, I want you to look at something. Most of us will go to the home improvement store and we will buy this. Natural, organic fertilizer. All right? And as with most things, we're just recreating or reusing something that's been around forever. You know, as that fish breaks down, it's going to provide all the nitrogen and decomposing matter that any plant would love to grow with. And for that, I think our native brothers were a lot smarter than most of us are walking around with buckets of Miracle-Gro. So, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my fish in and plant this up and make it look a little neater. And we'll come back. Thanks a lot. Bye. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 mounds. On this first one, I had 2 of the string bean plants already growing inside, so I put 2 in. I planted 4 corn seeds and I planted 2 more string bean seeds. And then here in the crotch, there's 2 zucchini plants that I had inside. On this mound, same thing. I took 2 of the string beans that I had already started inside. So there's going to be 2 coming up from seed, 2 coming up from seedlings, and 4 corn plants have been put in. And then in that crotch, we've got 2 more zucchini plants. And this one up front, which gets the most direct sunlight all day long, will be it's all 8 plants are from seed, so we'll see how they come up. We'll be able to test, from seed versus started indoors. Put a little trim up on it, made it work a little better, And that was a good afternoon worth of work. But I'm excited. We'll see what's going on later.